Head bobbing.
On the ones and twos, on the ones and twos. Hey, they can't even hear the music. They just rocking with me. They just naturally got rhythm.
Get it.
Based on my rhythm. See it.
Well, you know, that's my normal head vibe anyway, so just sway.
That's the normal head vibe right there?
Yep. Can't go wrong with a good head vibe. Pause. You know what I was trying to say with that. Like,
I was just going to let you keep going. I was going to let you keep going.
Where's that going?
Yeah, I was waiting to
follow
see.
the line.
I was waiting to see where it was going myself.
Whatever.
No, I mean, you really can't go wrong, right?
No, it was no bad, bad lanes.
It's cool.
You know, we starting off wrong. Y'all not doing that to me this early.
Sounding all good. It was sounding all good. Hello, ladies.
Hey,
ladies.
Hey, fella.
Hey. How you doing?
Good.
No complaints here.
Hey, on the late night. Hey, this is a late edition of Deez Ninjas.
Super late.
Super late. Dragging our feet.
It's cool. We had fried fish.
We did.
That was bomb.
Yeah, it was bomb too. It's that nice crispy brown
With the garlic knots.
with the garlic knots.
That I couldn't eat. But still, shout out to the chef.
Yeah,
Shout out
chef
to the
was
chef.
chefing
The
it.
chef looked out.
And the mixologist. She's the mixologist and the chef. Like,
Another thing I could not have. So I feel like y'all are rubbing it in
No,
for all the listeners
Hey,
now.
you're choosing not to have. You're abstaining. You're,
I have to.
you're sacrificing. But,
I have to.
we're
For the
not
better
rubbing it
good.
in just because you're sacrificing. That's just the way you feel.
It was good.
Yeah. You know what? We eat basically every weekend and y'all don't do all of this. So
No, it just doesn't feel like that because sometimes you can participate, but when you're not, you're just like hearing everything. You like, I hear the smacks. I hear the smacking.
It's amplified.
That sure smells good. It sure
Right.
smells good. It has a different feeling. I get it. I'm proud of you. You're
Thank
showing
you.
discipline.
Yeah, so
Trying.
serious discipline for sure.
Yeah. So hey. It's all going to pay off, right?
It better.
That's the plan.
Because there's nothing worse than when you diet and you exercise and you still can't fit whatever it is you did all that for.
Stick to
You'd
your
be
plan.
like, I could have
Stick to
just
your
had
plan.
that damn Reese's cup and called it a day.
Stick to your plan. Sometimes it looks like it might not be going the way you want it to go, but you get there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so let me get us going, then we can get going. All right. That's cool.
That's cool with me.
All right. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas Podcast, and we are so glad,
So glad.
so glad that you came to kick it with us. I am Club Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know, and I am here with two ninjettes to my left and my right. We got Vacation Barb.
Hey y'all.
She's back. She's happy too. And we got Taz.
What it do?
What it do? I want to give a mad shout out to Shawnee Love. I want to give a shout out to What Up Vern. Shout out to Nikki Savage. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. Also a shout out to Extendo in the background, helping us keep things going all the time.
All the
Thank
time.
All the
you.
time. And I just want to give a shout out to all our listeners as well, because we appreciate y'all. And if y'all are starting
Yes,
to view
we
us,
do.
We
because
do.
we're starting
We
to
do.
get some stuff up to view, we appreciate you too. And that's the truth.
Hearts.
Oh,
Hearts.
yes.
Much love, much love, much love. I want to say for everybody that's checking us out on YouTube, make sure that you please subscribe if you haven't already. And when you watch our videos, make sure that you like them if you like them, or even if you didn't, just to help us out. And also comment and share. If you love us, share with your peoples. Tell us to tap in. Tell them to tap in. We can all get together and be a little community. It's dope. All right.
Sharing is caring.
Caring is sharing. Right? All right, now that we done with that, how are you guys?
Yeah.
Doing good.
You good?
Yeah.
You're back
I am.
again.
Because
you were gone.
I was.
Again.
Sorry. That was a growl.
Time, huh?
That was a growl.
But this time, you wait. First, when did she? How long she been gone?
For a while, she left like Valentine's.
That was the weekend before Valentine's, son. Because we was talking about Valentine's plans, and we said that Barb was taking off with Valentine's.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And did you Valentine?
I Valentine.
You Valentine like a motherfucker.
I did. And let me tell y'all something. So I went to go get my nails done, and my nail guy, he's so nice. Shout out to David. So he's like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I'm going to draw some hearts on your fingers. Now, I never had a design in my life. He's like, yeah, maybe the heart would be good luck for your husband. I was like, David, I ain't got no husband. He said, yeah, you need one. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So, these red nails and it's a good luck color for him. I said, all right. So I get to Turkey. Shoo.
Hey, first, she went to Turkey. She didn't just get to Turkey. She went to Turkey.
Oh, yeah, I went to Turkey. I did.
Right? Yeah.
I did. Shoo. Touchdown. We man, had a little issue in the airport. Couldn't find each other. Me and my love, right?
Okay.
So then we finally find each other in the airport because we're coming from two different places. And we get in the car. My driver's there to pick us up. I'm like, hey, my driver's like, hey, you want to go have dinner? I done already said, I'm hungry. Hungry. When you say hungry twice, the next is hangry. He had the nerve to say, oh, no, I don't want to go eat. I was like, wait, my friend, my driver here in Turkey invited us to dinner. Like, how you just gonna be rude and be like, nope, take me to the hotel. Right. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm just gonna play along and be cool. I wasn't because I was hungry. I was getting hangry.
You was hangry.
Yeah, you didn't have a Snickers in your bag. Like, I need something.
Hangry is angry with an H.
Oh, yeah. And you have to understand, I've been traveling for 18 hours, to get there early, the flight there, the layover, all that, right?
Right.
So anyways, we get into there and he's stalling out still about dinner. I'm mad. I'm looking crazy too because I've been flying for 18 hours. Like, let me get ready for dinner. He's like, no, he's stalling out. He says, why don't you go open up the bedroom door? I open up these doors to the bedroom and right on the wall, will you marry me? All in balloons.
Holy guaca fucking moly.
Now, the crazy
part.
On the wall, all in beautiful balloons. There's hearts and rose petals on the bed, everything. Man. And then there's a man in the corner videotaping.
I don't want to say it's magic in my words, but we were just talking about these kind of things not too long ago.
Right? There's some magic in your words. And David's heart on my fingers,
Hey.
Yeah. So he got down on his knees and he said something. Because I'm thinking like, who's this man in the bedroom videotaping? I can't be all there. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, you complete me.
Oh.
And I said, oh, what? So on the knee and asked me to marry him. So I said yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's some good. That's good. You Valentine's like a
for a long time too.
Because I don't know if people like really heard the whole story. First, she said she went to Turkey to meet up with her love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In Turkey. So that means her love was somewhere else. They met up in Turkey. All right? You feel me? You
yeah, I feel you.
It's gravity in that. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And so, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's wild. I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm like, don't you ask us how our week go, and then we get to you, and then I gotta follow up behind this. So like my week was just regular. She should just let me go first. Like, who goes behind that? It's like, damn. I just got engaged. Well, how was your week? Well, I was with the first graders. Like, follow behind that.
She's like, yeah. I just went to another country and got engaged.
And I just had to make sure kids made it to the bathroom on time. Like, what the hell?
She's like, well, I stuck to my meal plan.
Right.
Great job. Congratulations.
Hey, on the real. Good job.
She should have let me go first.
That's funny.
That is rather funny.
Okay.
Well, how was your week?
My,
He's thinking the same thing.
my week also pales in comparison.
From once you should have went first.
Yeah, my week also pales in comparison. Sheesh. Now think about it.
Y'all
You
clown
see.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I cut my toenails. Yeah. I wash dishes.
You know, bring some regular stuff, okay?
Yeah.
We was out here regular lifing it while she was, traveling the world, getting engaged, okay?
Okay. Yeah, that works. Mm.
It's okay. Maybe
use-
next week my week will be interesting.
I use my indoor grill.
I haven't found one yet.
Really set it off with that.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Turkey burgers.
So y'all had turkey and turkey.
Yeah, see?
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Up top.
And
Yeah.
I'm still left out though.
Mines were smokeless. Smokeless turkey burgers. Hey.
That's funny.
No, congratulations, Barb.
Thank you.
That's hella dope. That's hella dope. I am
Thank
glad
you.
for you. Happy for you.
Aw, thanks.
And I'm glad you stuck to your meal plan.
Thanks. Even though I really didn't, but
didn't?
Hey,
Hey, well, look, you
Take
showed a
away.
lot of restraint today.
You sure did.
I did.
You did.
I find it harder to show restraint when I'm by myself than when I'm with a group of people.
Oh, really? You be showing off?
Nah, because when you at home and it's just you, it's
She's like,
easy
I
to
sent
be
this.
like,
I got it. I can't. Be.
like shit. Maybe you know what? Especially after a rough day, it's like let me just get that glass of
No,
wine.
that's why it's good to have workout partners.
It is.
You have somebody else to be accountable to besides just yourself,
Come slap your hand.
Because sometimes you might let yourself down on a day where you can just, I might not go today.
Right.
But that workout partner motivates you to get up.
See, I still get up and do my thing. It's the eating sometimes.
No,
Eating is my
I'm
comfort
just
food.
meaning the premise.
But it's like, so I live with my mom, right? First of all, y'all, I can live me and my mom live together, right? Because of our situation. But the
Okay.
point
That's
is,
that's like sitcom. Like,
sometimes, even though we get older, our parents get older. So sometimes you got to step in.
Man.
So with her, though, she doesn't give a damn about my weight loss goals. So knowing like my favorite things that were never her favorites are all of a sudden like her favorites. So she don't just go to the store and get like a couple of Reese's cups. She goes to, Sam's Club
goes
and
and
gets
gets the big
box. Yeah. And then she gets the big jar of the peanut butter M&Ms.
does she like that? Like you like it?
Now she claims she do, but not like I like it because if it was me, that box would have big hole. She's now gotten let me tell you what she did so cold. It was one thing when they was just sitting in the refrigerator. Now they sit in the drawer where the salad is. So even when I go to take the lettuce out, I always see the Reese's cups. It's hard for me. That is like, my kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
So when she sees me, she's like, well, you just need to do better not eating them. And I'm like, how about you don't put them in the house?
Why don't you exercise some discipline right now?
Right.
Right.
She like, lock in, focus.
After being with kids all day, sometimes I just need that happy spot.
She like, if you can do this here, you can do it anywhere.
See, whatever.
Right. She's building
She's
up
toughening
that.
you up.
Nah.
Mom's still mommying. You know what I'm saying? You might not like her tactics.
I don't, especially when I got to see her.
She knows her daughter. She knows.
Exactly.
Right. That's why she sits there and eats them in my face.
It's motivation.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. You got this. You could
Motivation.
Whatever.
That T.I. song.
Exactly.
It did.
Motivation.
See, I told you that Bob could go with anything.
Hey, T.I. is a stand-up comedian right now. Have you guys seen him?
Is it?
Yeah, have you guys
I haven't seen any of the content.
Do I want to see him in that role?
He's doing all right. I've seen him on the stage. I'll show you some YouTube clips. He's not like great, but he's not. I've seen much worse up there.
I don't know if I want to see him in that.
He says it's a passion. He's been getting into it with Godfrey. You know what Godfrey is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been getting into it with Godfrey because he did a show, and Godfrey did it was like it was Godfrey's show. Godfrey was the headliner, but from T.I. explaining it, he went on because he knew the owner of the establishment. But Godfrey was kind of disrespecting the vibe. Man, you ain't been out here trying to do this, and you trying to come out here and they go after me. So they've been getting into it. It's a thing. And T.I. started kind of turning into T.I. on that nigga. Like, hey, don't be too funny, nigga. Get slapped around. I'm saying vociferously.
I don't really like Godfrey that much, though.
Right.
Godfrey is funny.
He cool, I guess. But he not like
What?
somebody I would purposely sit and watch just
Really?
to watch.
No, Godfrey's pretty funny. I'm a stand-up comedy head, so
Right, and that's why
Oh.
I'm looking at you like that, because I'm just like,
No, Godfrey is all right. He does things. I mean, he's gone through different things. He's a little more political than he used to be now. But he's gone through stages. I think he's funny. Everybody misses sometimes, but that's the job.
You know what? It's not even a miss for me. It's just some comedians, they just don't do it for me like that. You know, like for some, when you hear it, it's like an instant. Like, I've never been let down listening to Richard Pryor. Like, I've never been let down.
But Richard Pryor is like all-time great. It's
Dave
like
Chappelle, I've never felt
all-time
let down.
great. Like, that's like comparing little basketball players and saying you're not good because you're not Magic Johnson.
And that's the thing. I didn't say Godfrey wasn't good. I just said he wasn't doesn't do it for me.
Right.
You know.
She like Michael Jordan or bust.
Exactly.
Nigga.
You
Y'all
know,
niggas this week.
I don't care what the man doesn't even have to talk. He just got to open his eyes. Lavelle Crawford. I laugh.
Oh yeah,
Lavelle
Crawford.
He's another one. I have not had a miss with him yet.
Man.
And I don't love Lavelle Crawford.
I
I don't love Lavelle Crawford.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I don't love him, but I like him a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's hit or miss for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But he does look funny.
Yes, man.
right.
I don't even have to hear the jokes. I just start laughing. Like, I already know you're gonna make a face. The faces are hilarious.
No, the faces can be funny because he's funny looking.
Another one,
And I
like,
respect him still because he's a vet. So
Oh yeah,
no
he's been in the game a long time.
Like I said, everybody's not for everybody.
Right. I want to see Eddie Griffin live.
I love Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin's a killer.
He does it for me.
Eddie Griffin's a killer.
Every time.
You could probably go see him in Vegas. He usually does. He usually residencies in Vegas.
I need to next time I make my trip out there, I need to.
And he stays with new material.
Oh yeah, I've never seen him recycle.
He's naturally funny. Like, I don't think he has to. I don't want to say he doesn't work hard, but I think it comes to him very easily.
Right, I get what you're saying. Some people, they have like that natural talent that it don't take as much as it might take somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quick. He's quick.
Okay.
Hella funny. I go see him again.
I want to see Adele Givens, and I want to see some more. Like, if I had to throw like,
we just brought some more up.
there.
I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week. But I like some more. I haven't seen Adele Givens in years. I haven't seen her since the.
She's such a fucking lady.
Like the Def Comedy Jam days. Has she been? What has she done? She hasn't done much since then.
A few things, but not. She hasn't been, like you said, like really, really big on that scene since then.
Yeah,
but I could go back and watch old stuff from her all the time and be.
We just did a
good.
We just did a throwback Def Comedy Jam day. Not too long ago, and watched a bunch of old stuff. Yeah,
you did. I thought you were saying all the people with his name in was doing like a throwback.
No. I'm saying one day we were sitting there, watching like because on HBO Max you can.
I'll be watching it.
Yeah, that's
another show like I could go to sleep to. Like, but it's hard to go to sleep to Def Comedy Jam because you be watching it.
You know what I hate when I do is when I think I'm gonna put on something to go to sleep to, and it like wakes me up. I'm like,
oh man, now I'm sitting here.
I'm up all night pretty much when that happens. I don't really get to sleep once I do that, make that move, I'm up. I can't get back to sleep.
I was looking up her name. I guess they probably put it out already. I went to see it live. Tiffany Haddish had like the showcase of women up and coming, and Shantae Wayans was.
Shantae Wayans is funny.
Yeah, she was on the part of the showcase, and she had me cracking up. I was like, oh, okay, I keep an eye
she's
out
funny.
for
She's
you.
funny. She's like her stuff is like kind of dry.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's funny.
Yep.
I like her.
Y'all making me feel like I gotta go home and watch some comedy.
It's a lot of up and coming women. And I don't remember her name, but she's on the Tiffany Haddish.
Mm-hmm.
The one from Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
I keep seeing a clip, but I have not actually watched it.
Yes, she's funny.
I mean, she funny.
It was
on the
crazy.
show.
She is funny on the show. But what's crazy is I saw him I had seen Abbott Elementary before I saw the stand up, and you know how you do that. Like, damn, I know I recognize it, but I couldn't put them together till I went back and did my little binge watch on Abbott Elementary.
And you like, okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's the lady from the stand up.
Like, I mean, I know somebody else writes the show for Abbott, but it's just the way she delivers her character. You just like that character is made for her.
No, she's killing that.
Yeah. And you know, especially because like I work at an elementary, and so all the people that watch the show, they're just like, yes, like that's it. Like, yeah.
I dare say I kind of like her now because of that.
Because of the show?
Just that, the character.
I have to check this out.
Abbott Elementary is funny. It really is.
Yeah, it's funny. It is.
It's one of the shows.
It's kind of like, I would keep saying it, but it's kind of got a little officey vibe because, you know, they break the third rail, the fourth rail?
Yeah.
As far as interacting with the camera.
Oh.
You know, that part. But it's still, it's a good show.
Well, since we are on shows, have you been all caught up with Snowfall?
I'm always caught up on Snowfall.
Oh, I thought she was gonna talk about a date with Big Meech on Valentine's Day or something.
No,
I was waiting for it. Oh yeah, Big Meech, Little Meech. My bad. I've got this twisted.
He out here now too. 50 got him out here. He out here circulating the clubs, all of that. So you better catch him.
I did not know that.
So you know, you out here.
Well, you know, right now my life has been school, so you know, I did not know that. I was not aware. But Snowfall is.
How do you feel about the first few episodes? We're 3 in now, right? They did 2 last week. I
know we talked about this last week.
Are you?
Barb likes to be like Byron and be behind all the shows that they need to actually be up to date on.
Barb be gone.
Yeah, but she be on planes for like 18 hours. You could watch Hulu.
You could probably binge a whole damn show for the time you be on the plane.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Excuse me.
She don't be binging the right shows.
I don't know what you doing on the plane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what clubs you trying to be in the plane.
I ain't at that club bar status yet. You know, I'm just trying to work my way up there with my points.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, yeah. How'd you like the first few episodes?
So, after seeing the 3rd episode, I have to disagree with something you said last week. Yeah. I really think they're going to have to do some type of back in time to make it make sense.
Because they're giving you too much. There's been too much time in between.
Yeah, because, you know, now he has a whole woman who's pregnant now, and he's like super in love with her. Like, this ain't they just fly by night.
They just did spring this like serious relationship.
We don't know where the fuck she came from.
Yeah.
How she even got to get that close to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it ain't like he that person that just falls super hard. Because remember how long he was in love with the neighbor next door, that girl. You know, like we ain't really.
What's crazy is
that.
what I find is interesting though is they finally gave us a timeline with this inadvertently. It probably was
how I missed it
because it started. He was probably around 17, 18, right? When it started, he was like getting ready to do college, right? Well, he's 24. They stated that clearly on the show. So I'm saying it gives us a timeline within what's going on. It's about 6 years since the start of this, you know, took place. So I don't know how long the gap is. You know, but it's significant enough where he didn't learn how to fly a plane.
Yep. He owns his own plane.
He has a plane.
Excuse me.
But I think he was kind of close to that already. But he's flying planes now. Mm-hmm. Real estate businesses.
Okay.
Like it's, you know, doing some other stuff. He's pretty much trying to play the I'm legal game on the other side now too. You know, my uncle is big ball and he's not in the little sweatsuits no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Everybody looking like they doing really well. Mm-hmm. They dealing with gangsters that's rolling up in Ferraris.
Oh,
yep.
You see my man? I said, well, hold up.
Yep.
My man in Inglewood in the Ferrari?
Yep.
All right. So.
Well, that's a little dangerous.
But it still seems like the gap isn't matching up for me.
You're right.
Because they make it seem like the dad got killed not that long ago. But like I said, if you look at like where he is with old girl, you would think that they had to have some time to get that close.
But being young, sometimes you get close kind of fast.
Nah, not him, because he's a real calculated person.
I understand that, man. But women and men, there's definitely a gap in there. Like I said, there's definitely a gap
that they need to explain because I'm lost.
We just don't. Are you lost, or you just don't? That part we don't know.
No, like I said, when I say I'm lost, I am lost because it makes me wonder, especially with the way they communicate with each other. It's as if, like, how can I put it? Like, a person that you've known.
They've been doing business. They've clearly been doing business. So it's like she's his girl, but they're also our business partners or somewhere. Because she's running this establishment, this front or of some sorts, and she's washing money. That's what it appears is going on.
There's a lot going on.
Right. But it just seemed like she just came out of nowhere.
Well, she's definitely out of nowhere. But
and they need to explain that to me to make it make sense. Because of how calculated he is.
I know, but it's not that it doesn't make sense. It makes sense because it was a gap in time. We just don't know what happened in that gap in time. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that
we really still don't know how long that gap was, because although the story started with him at 17.
I'm just saying it makes sense. We just don't have the information to fill that gap. It's clearly a gap. That's why it makes sense.
Right. But and I'm saying you said last week that we probably weren't going to have.
No, I did say that. And you may be right.
Go backs. And I'm like, we have to.
And you may be right. They may give us tidbits throughout.
Because I'm also interested in exactly what happened with that. Like, we saw Reed show up, that right? Nigga. I know, but I want to know, like, was this like it? Because you notice he said something this past week without giving it away, but it made it seem like somebody kind of like he may have been kidnapped or whatever, and then this happened. Like, I don't think it happened like right at the end the way it was made to look. Based on
as far as Reed,
yeah, like I feel like something more went on with how Reed ended up killing his dad. And made it look.
Reed left and went and killed that nigga.
No, I'm not talking about he disappeared. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. If you listen to them last week when they were when he was talking,
Franklin and him was talking.
Franklin was talking to, I want to say, the girl about it.
Hey, we deep dive in Snowfall right now, so go with it if you like it. rock with us. If you don't, hey, come back in a few minutes.
Franklin basically almost alluded to his dad being kidnapped is what it sounded like, and then murdered. And then that's how, like, Reed, at some point was like, he pissed off the wrong people. So it made it seem like it wasn't like how it looked at the end of last season where it was like he showed up in the room and then he died. Like, I feel like it was something more to it.
I think you misinterpreted that.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying I want to know. They need to fill that gap for me. Because all that's important to me. I'm a details person. Okay. So I need all the details for the gap.
Sometimes shows like to leave some of that stuff vague.
No.
So how many seasons?
This is probably the 6th or 7th season.
Wait, let me see. And that's why I said it's not, even though this started at 17, we've had a few seasons. So
I know, but he's clear, like I said, he clearly stated he was 24 in this past episode.
Right. But we don't know how old he was at the end of last season.
No.
To know how long the gap was.
We've established.
Oh, it's season 5.
Yeah, we've established we don't know how long the gap was.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, still a lot to come. It's looking like he's about to have a lot of static with his fucking auntie.
Now that's interesting.
She's always kind of been low key, kind of snaky from the beginning. I can keep it real. The way she got all her shit been kind of shady, kind of, it all been kind of twist. So if she twists him, don't be surprised.
You know what? I thought that little interaction they had at the gas station.
I don't like it.
Where he kind of just was like,
he just had to let them know, hey man, y'all, this ain't working. with y'all on the side. Get back with your boy. Come on, man. Family wins.
And family do be winning.
But
They do be winning.
but
I think she got an issue with, and I think low-key Jerome too got an issue. They taking basically orders from their nephew. Like, not everybody take well to that.
that's right. But
And he's trying to go a different route than what they really want to go.
He put him in that position. But like he said, and he even called it out. Like Jerome wasn't necessarily trying to bounce. She got shaky legs because she got shot. And it makes sense. And then he hired the damn girl that shot her. You know what I'm saying? And the mother. So,
yeah, it's been, I'm telling you, it's a show you gotta see.
So she's feeling away on top of everything else.
But also, I think that they're more into wanting to be in the drug game a certain way than what he's trying to do. He's trying to get them to start investing and move, this
Well, they just
way.
don't want to. They just are not trying to mess the money up. I think,
and I think they like the streets.
I think Jerome probably rather get out
Altogether. I don't think he really want to be
I think
in
he'd
at all.
probably rather get out. It's interesting. I want to see what happens with Wanda. Now,
You think Wanda and Lyanna ever get back together?
I've never even tried to think about that. I just want to see if she's gonna go back to smoking or not. So now that I'm thinking, damn, I don't even love. She didn't love story Snowfall out.
No, that ain't what it is. It's just that it just seemed like they, she was going through her thing, and
They got their bond
like
still.
Like
He
that
still got
bond
love
is
for
like
her.
it's almost like they're the younger version of Jerome and what's Auntie name?
I always forget her name. Her.
Yeah, the way they rock for each other through it, like I feel like they like that basically.
Oh wow, I've never make that connection either. But I just hope she don't go back to smoking.
I don't think she will. I don't think she will. I know no.
If they want to show the power of that rock,
she been working too hard to not.
If they want to show the power of that rock, I mean, because she's already turned down the opportunity once, right?
A few times.
I'm talking about the situation when
with the
boss was trying to get her to party, right? She can be strong. Let's see how strong she is.
Strong like them Reese's cups.
With his bodyguard.
He's sniffing. What you mean?
You think so?
I think Peach is sniffing.
Man.
You know what I was thinking though? I was thinking it was gonna come out he had AIDS or something. Thinking about the time period. I remember people used to walk around coughing and stuff, sick, and would just think they were sick and didn't know.
You just put a spin on that thing for me.
That's what I was thinking though, for real.
Because he's like, yeah.
Because he ain't twitching. It's just really look like he's sick.
I said sniffing. I didn't say smoking.
No, I'm saying like even like that little twitch thing that the it's like I've got this itch for. I need it. He don't seem like that.
He doing a lot of. You know what I'm saying? But he's also coughing. But I don't know if the cough is fake. I think the cough might be fake.
He looks sickly though. Like
I think he's sniffing. It's gonna come out. We're gonna find out.
Right.
That sniffing.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out which one.
Dun, dun, dun. It's Peaches sniffing.
Or if he got
it's Peaches sniffing.
The package.
Yeah.
Or does he got the package? You just put a whole spin because this is the 80s. Right.
Went into the 90s, and that was big.
And he was like a former military cat.
Oh.
And yeah, so
I'm ready for Mama to come back. I feel like his mama's coming back this season.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you gotta watch the trailer.
I've tried not to watch this stuff like that so that I can be surprised when I see things.
Oh, you are committed to your
mom was coming back.
Your suspense.
Right.
I said you're committed to the suspense.
Why? Because once I see certain things, I start like waiting for it to happen. I'm like, oh, this is the part where this is gonna happen.
Making up your own storyline.
Like when people tell me something is in a movie, now I'm waiting for that part. I hate that. So I'd rather just not know. I saw like clips moving really fast. I saw like Franklin in like a cage. Oh, yeah, turn it. Now, turn it. No.
I don't want to know. Well,
I'm still not feeling Reed, whatever his name he's going by
Teddy.
now.
Hey,
Teddy.
Call me Teddy.
I'm not feeling him.
Not Reed no more.
He is still a character I can't stand.
It's not Reed no more. It's Teddy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's a character that if he would have went away, I would have been okay with it.
He's so integral into the plot, though. They can't.
I still would have been okay with it, though.
I don't know how it would kept going without him.
A new CIA person. Yeah.
He wouldn't have had the same sting.
The CIA.
That person would have had to establish their assholeness. They would have had to go through two. Like Reed has done it for so many seasons. You know who he is, but you don't.
I got a question. Do you think that Franklin is kind of like playing it off so he doesn't show his hand? Like, you notice how he like, dude, we just got to do what Reed said. Well, Teddy says, because, you know, that's why I
do think there was a point where there was something like he was saying something in front of somebody. And he kind of stopped himself.
Yeah, he did. Gustavo. But I'm saying, like, do you think like he kind of just playing along, like, because he gonna end up getting revenge for his daddy?
No, he don't fuck with his daddy.
No, but still.
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay, we gonna see, because I think he's gonna still get revenge.
I don't. If he gets,
because he was starting to get cool with his dad when it happened.
If he gets anything, I think it'll be. But he don't respect his daddy. It'll be more because he know this whole time like that he's playing this game with Reed. Reed really has the upper hand. He knows he has to follow these rules. So maybe if it gets to the point where he has the power in the situation, like he knows Reed basically has the upper hand in the situation. That's why he goes along with it, right? If that situation he feels that can change, that he can get the upper hand, he may take that. Something like in that. I don't think getting revenge for his father.
Dude, he actually said it though, where he was just like, I got to sit up here and work with the man who basically could have offed my dad. Like, so I think even though, you know, he had the beef with his dad, it still was his dad.
I think it's just the capacity of what he know that he'll do.
We'll see.
That's what I think.
We'll see.
You know, I don't think he fuck with his pops.
We shall see.
You know, Pops kept putting him in a trick bag over and over and over. But yes, we'll find out.
On the next episode of Snowfall.
That was your Snowfall recap.
That's my show. You gotta get caught up. That show is bomb.
Yeah.
What platform is that on?
Hulu. And FX.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
FX is the original channel. Hulu just, you know, everything.
Right. They got all the seasons.
Everything.
Okay.
You ever seen any Snowfall? The show at all?
Never.
Really? Tap in.
Tap in.
I'm going to say this, and you're not going to like it, so I'll just say it to you. The main character, Dimson, right? Isn't that is that his first name or last name?
His name is Damon Idris.
No, it's not. It's Dimson.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Damson Idris, too.
Yes. The point is, though, I almost was going to say he could actually be like, he's that chocolate, that eye candy. But you know, I watched an interview with him the other day. And not to say that I don't like people with accents, but that accent, because I'm so used to seeing him on Snowfall, throws me so off that it takes away from the attractiveness for me. It really does. Like, I just be so bothered by his voice.
Where's he from?
I noticed it was like
he's from
2 episodes from the last episode last year. All the women decided they liked him. I didn't hear nothing until like 2 episodes from the last one from last season. It was like
I've been saying since the first season.
I'm just saying when I start to see it, like it was like when I say groupthink, I like all saw like everybody decided that episode.
Yeah, and he starts showing up on the GQ magazine and all that stuff. He's from London, but he's British. Like, his family's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah, but still, it was just when I listened to him talk, compared like I'm attracted to
so you don't like the British accent? You like you like the gangster?
That I'm more attracted to that sound than that. It's the same with Idris Elba. I do not like.
What's crazy is I fuck with Franklin, but like when he be actually like when he get to put his people in his place mode, it doesn't really sound that like intimidating at all to me. Listen, I don't hear it. I'm like, all right, shut up. All right,
I cannot. That's the same way I feel about the guy from All American. Like, I like him better in the show than when they interview him.
Yeah,
lot of
his
times.
accent.
All that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying the voice, because you notice like a lot now of the actors that we see
Are
in
British.
these shows.
Hey, the British fools are coming over here and getting real gangsters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We've had this conversation, like me and my friends. I'm like, Lamar on BMF,
Yeah, his voice, like,
British.
do you hear him talk? You like, what the fuck?
All the way back to like when Idris Elba, when people figured out that he was British, when he was after being on The Wire, and then people was like, wait, what? When he got
And
to
it's so
talking,
different.
Yeah.
it happens all the time.
I watched this show, Chicago Fire, and the chief, he has this real raspy voice, and he sounds like a real Chicagoan. And then here he comes with the British accent. You're like, wait, what happened?
Accent too?
Yes, him.
I've never heard him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Other guy, Casey.
All right,
who
wait.
played-
You just like think of the people.
I am going to tell
We
you
got
though
it.
that you do know what we're talking about. Didn't you see the movie? Is it Cadillac Records?
Yes.
He was one of the big characters in that movie.
Okay, I mean, but I don't know Chicago Fire.
Okay,
Mhm.
but
Haters.
I was just saying, that actor.
Haters.
That's news. to
No,
me.
we just
Yeah.
wouldn't go like do the whole catalog of the black people.
Mhm.
But that
British
is
accents.
crazy though. That so many of them are really coming over here, and you
Hey.
don't know it till you interview them.
It's just funny that they really be playing the gangster roles. That's what's
Yeah.
funny to me
Mhm.
personally. Because my you can't stop the rain. That's my guy.
Right. It was funny. The guy from
Like
All American.
I'm sorry he ended up start killing kids at the end, but yeah.
The guy from All American was like, "Oh yeah, so when I needed to do the South Central LA accent,
said
I was
Nancy.
like the South Central LA accent. Wait, what is that?"
Hey, that was the same thing with Franklin. Same
But you
thing.
know that's what makes it so crazy, because I don't think we think of ourselves as
We
having
don't.
an
accent.
We don't, but when you think about people in other states and areas having accents, right? They hear us the same way. They don't sound like them. And I know I used to play online games, and people be like, "Oh, you from LA, homie? You be saying it. You be saying stuff like, 'What up, homie?' Like I can tell you from LA."
I got that a lot in Atlanta, where they're like, "Oh, we could tell you're from California," and it's like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "You have that accent." I'm like, "What accent? I just sound like myself."
Yo, what up, homie?
I don't talk like that.
That's how they feel like you sound, even though you think you don't sound like that.
I don't, because I don't talk like that.
You feel like you don't until you to one of them, and they sound like you be like, "Yo, what up? What up, homie?" You feel like you don't sound like that. You like, I talk proper. I don't sound like that.
Yeah.
I really don't sound like that.
They like, I really don't sound like that, homie. That's
Yeah.
what they hear.
Throwing a little
That's what
whoopty
they
whoop.
hear.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they hear. They've told me.
I guess.
Like, they've reacted, you know?
But really, honestly, I did not think of the fact that we sound different to people until I moved away. And they're like, "Oh, you sound like you're from," I'm like, "What is the California sound? What is that?" Like,
Either you sound like, "What up, homie?" or it's like, "Hey, dudes. Hey, dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the beach, dude." So if you don't sound like, "What up, homie?" that's how you sound to them. Like a valley girl.
That's crazy.
So maybe you sound like a valley girl to them.
Negative.
It's black valley girls.
Not I, though.
I'm just saying. You don't feel like that to you.
That needs to be posed to the listeners. Do I sound like a Black Valley girl? And I bet you not.
Listeners in
100%.
Georgia. That's where we got to ask. We're not talking about
Yeah.
people in Cali.
No, because in Cali, you could tell when a person sounds like one of the Valley people.
You're not. But that's not the conversation we have. When we're saying to the people that don't feel like you got an accent out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying here you sound like. I mean, maybe a little bit.
See, there you go. Next subject is here you go coming for me again.
I'm just messing with you, but other places they might feel like that, just like they feel. I don't feel like I'll be like, "Hey, what up, homie?" But
Yeah, you do.
see, she coming for me.
Well,
Right.
there's
They say,
no diss to
Why you
all
coming-
our British
Why you coming for me?
friends.
Ain't that how they say it? Don't be coming for me.
Yep. Why
No
you
disrespect to our British friends that are doing their thing in the acting world. I just think once you kind of put that voice to that look, and you just like, oh, and then you hear something different, you're like, what? Wait.
I think
Hey, I'ma
her
tell you,
accent
that's
is
the opposite.
sexy.
The opposite happens with me. When I hear see a black chick and then I don't know it, and then she come with that, I'm like, oh,
She's sexy.
I'll drop my glass.
Right? That British accent gets it.
So you
But,
think it's different for the men and women?
No, because I hear women that always say, most women I hear have said the opposite. They may be surprised, but it doesn't turn them off usually, from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
You're the first one that I've actually heard say that it turns them off. I've heard many be surprised with the voice, but usually I hear pleasant surprise. Like when I hear it, it's pleasant surprise.
It's a beautiful
and I don't even know why. It's just different. It's, it's not even exotic sound. It just sounds different. I don't know why. Revs me up so.
He's drinking his water.
I'm drinking a little water.
Water. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be better.
Now, the Jamaican accents, thumbs up.
Do you know what they be saying?
Like, no, I have to talk about don't, but it does it for me.
That's just it talks to her loins. It's the animal.
Yeah,
the animal.
or like when I went to the Dominican Republic, it was
it's
like,
animal.
okay.
She like, I don't even know what you said, but let's go. I see your vibes.
I'm just saying.
I get it. I got it. Mm-hmm. All right. Speaking of, we're talking about British. We had fun. Let's talk about the foreign shit for a second, because I don't know, man. I'm starting to get a little worried.
Let me tell you something. I'm a little pissed off. So you could go while you're worried, and then I'll tell you what pissed me off.
I know what pissed you off, but you tell me.
Okay, so I'm a little pissed off that here we are, we over here, we coming together as a world, right? We saying Russia is wrong, y'all should not be doing this, right? And then I go home and I'm seeing all on the news. Okay, I got that you said children get on first and women, because women are taking care of the children, and then the men. All right, I don't have an issue with that. But then you got specific, because you was making sure that the people who look like me, they couldn't get on. They had to, they interviewed a guy who finally made it to a safe spot. And he was told how he was telling the story of how he had to walk for days to get to a border, stay there at the border for days, only for them to come in and say, no, you guys can't come in at this point. You got to go to a whole nother point. Like, y'all really showing racism at a time when everybody trying to get the fuck out? Like, what? And then, okay, so then if I be like, okay, well, fuck all of them, then people go say, I'm wrong. But you're literally saying, that's okay, the black people here can die as long as we get the rest of us out. They were cool as long as they was working for y'all and they were benefiting your society. But when the shit goes down, you like, oh, that's all right. When they come bomb, y'all asses can stay here. We only care about us getting out. They actually were turning back black women as they were trying to get on. They pushed this woman off and said there was no space. And then you literally watched them lift a Ukrainian white woman up and put her on there in her place. That ain't a good look at all.
Horrible look.
Like, I can't get it. It really did. It made me go, wait a minute. It made me sit there and go, so we are fighting for, now I'm against war, right? I'm not for the war, and I'm not saying Russia is right. But it's almost like, so we basically fighting for which evil country? Like, I just...
That's not even what it's about for me.
No.
But I understand where you're coming from, because that's completely
totally fucked up.
My thought process is way beyond that shit.
Where's your thought process?
My thought process is the way that they're putting pressure on this dude. He is at a point where his back is very against the wall. I don't know how stable he is. And then not knowing how stable he is, I mean, like, if it gets to a point where he's feeling like just back against the wall, what makes him just not
push that button?
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just want to piggyback on that. Like, I mean, I know this is where that narrative.
And I don't want to be doomsday, doomsday. I'm the most glass half full like person. I'm just thinking, okay, this dude's like back is against the wall. It's, they come in here and he's sitting there like, okay, his people, are against the situation. You know what I'm saying? They're putting pressure on the people who are close to him that influence his situation as far as the 1%ers on that side, right? They're putting pressure on them. You got a bunch of his soldiers who are out here who they got a bunch of people who are pretty much like draftee. What's going on is just a bunch of like draftees out there who were told that they were out there to go do some training exercises and got sent to go do this thing. So now they're sitting out there, they're poorly trained. They move, they getting fucked up. right? They losing. They want to call. They, you know what I'm saying? They getting captured. It's all kind of shit. So it's like shit is going wrong. So that's why now they didn't got to the point. Okay, this shit didn't go how we wanted to go. So now they just bombing everything. Normally war is normally war is, you know, supposed to be strategic, military, you know, installations, different things of that sort, you know what I'm saying? Civilian stuff normally stays pretty much out of the way. Sometimes you get some of those casualties, but it's not supposed to be directly attacked on civilians. That's the kind of stuff, that's when you get into war crime territory, right? But it's gotten to the point where they're just fucking knocking everything down.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
And the people, the powers that be who were, you know, that are making those rules, so the thing that you're talking about, Natasha, that's fucked up too. But most of these people aren't those people. Most of these people are just people who live in life that's trying to move around, including the damn black people that's trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? And like that shit is just crazy to see. And like I said, dude's back is against the wall. I don't know. It looks daunting. It just looks daunting. For me.
And the people that from what I understand, he's like secluded himself so that no one can get to him, because, you know, at some point you would figure that someone's going to take him out type of thing. So he's like, I already probably know that this is the case. Just hoping that any of those nuclear weapons that he does possess in his hands are kind of like our system set up. You need, I think it's 4 or 5 people to activate it, and each person has a different code. Yeah. And if you don't know the code, it ain't going nowhere. So we're just going to pray that happens, because no one else seems to be on board with him. But even in this whole, you know, pushing people back, it's been a whole bunch of Asian people too who are a victim of the situation as well. No, you can't get on this because of our people.
Right.
But I will always stand by the idea of, I mean, it's not right in any way, but okay, black people, you want to go live in a 98.9% white country, you really are the foreigner here. It's not like the United States where we're a melting pot and, there should be no racism because we're all here. No, we are Ukrainian and we are the people of this country, and you really, truly are visitors. And most of those people there aren't, you know, they're either there like for school, work, permits. They're not Ukrainian, you know, residents, permanent residents. So, if it's between, like, even right here, if we put us in that situation between our people and somebody else, what we gonna do? We gonna be like, hey, you come on. So, like, it's not right. No, it's not. But
I also think in that type of thought process, when I try to think about some of these situations, like if the situations were reversed, how would as a whole, not just me, like I'm a humanitarian, and human is human, like, exactly. we under this pressure, we got to get out. People. Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's the thing, from when the guy that I was listening to, that they were speaking to, and even when they were talking about the situation as a whole, it's like they're really, you know, like you tell people, Kira, I want you to come here. I want you to study here. I want you to, you know, do this. And you guys have the brilliant minds of this, and we're going to do this. So you get these people here. And then when shit is the fan, you're like, yeah, but you ain't one of us. So we going to make sure this happens, and then leave y'all to die. That I had a problem with. Because it was just kind of like, but that didn't seem, that would be like if some shit happened here and we got, like, because you think about it, especially at our colleges, you do have a lot of foreign students. We have schools that actually push to get people to come from other countries to come here, because we get the grants, we get all of that. Some shit break out and we like, yeah, we know we told you to come, but we gonna need you to go to the back of the line. And we just go, like, nah. Like, I just can't get with that. Like, it just, at some point, it's like, everybody needs to get out, right? You're trying to get everybody out safely. So, I understood the ranking of children and women, because normally children go first. But who gonna take care of the children? You figure the women. So, I got that. And I understood why a lot of the men didn't have a problem with we go behind. Same way I think elderly people should be to the head of that, you know, that line. But when you start doing little racist shit, it makes me sit there and go, wait a minute. You got all these black people that look like that all over the world, you know, putting up the flags and saying we stand in support. And then this is how you treat people that look like us. Like, It's like the fuck for me.
But
That's how that feels. For
No,
me.
I know that's how it feels, and that's how it feels too. Like either way for me as well. And again, there's other people being a part of this. You are a foreigner in our country. The Asian, the population that are getting it. You are a foreigner in our country. We gonna take care of our people
what you're
first.
saying is us getting that news. That's because that's directly pertaining to us. It's Asians that are getting, like she said, it's not just.
I did hear it was Indians too because they had a high population of Indians at the schools.
It's everybody who's not Ukrainian.
Exactly, and now you can't just So when you say that about we stand with Ukraine, like you see all the flags and stuff. Like, who is this? This is just the border patrol. Does every Ukrainian feel that way? Yeah, there's bad people in the world. But I just think, in some situations, when you heard that commotion was going on, and then the Russian tanks started moving in. Okay, so what time was you going to get up and go?
Some of that humanitarianism start going out the window when survival starts getting
right.
That's pretty much what's going on.
And at what point in this situation do you think to yourself, well, I'm just going to sit here and wait? No, mama, cousin, auntie, these tanks are moving.
Been trying to get out of there. And I'm not going to just put it on Ukraine because some of the neighboring places that have been sheltering Ukrainians and stuff are also turning away people who are from anywhere but there. That I do. If we're supposed to be trying to join forces against what Russia's doing, that's not the time where you start doing stuff like that. That's all I'm saying.
No, I understand.
That's a bad look to me.
I understand what you're saying.
And then what do you think's going to happen to Brittney Griner? First of all, I'm trying to figure out how she been in jail in Russia for a month and it's just now really hitting the news today.
Because their news is, they have much super control over their news.
They've shut down their Twitter, their Facebook, everything.
The United States, as many people as we have in these places, nobody knew she was in there.
I don't know. What I'm saying is that news might have been kept away because Brittney Griner players go to Russia to play basketball all the time. That's a normal thing.
Right.
So that information, it might not have got out of there to get here.
That confuses me because, like I said, we know we have so many diplomats basically all over.
No,
so it's just like
I just said they control the flow of information. So in controlling the flow of information, I don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes.
I just hope she makes it. She's able to come home.
And so what exactly was in her bag? What type of?
She had some vape pens, cartridges. But out there, that's illegal, highly illegal. Right.
So you've been playing basketball around the world. Like even in my travels, you should see the sickness that I go through. Like people are like, are you really that serious about your bag?
She was slipping.
Yeah. Like I keep my bag for just in case somebody tries to even attempt. I'm sick with it. Like. Oh no, I got to keep this. I have my people talk bad about me in my little fanny pack. They got the double 2 locks on the side because I don't want nobody slipping nothing on me. But if I'm going through and I've been doing this, I know that international laws and countries are extremely different. Right. Yeah. I was walking the first time I ever went to Turkey. Right. I was walking down the street and my gum, it was stale. So I spit it out on the side and I hadn't read anything about Turkish laws. I turned around so quick. I spit it in the dirt and it's kind of dark outside. I'm in the dirt trying to find that piece of gum because I don't want to go to jail for littering. I don't know if that is a Turkish law or not, but these countries are strict like that. They don't play. You spit in our country, you disrespected the whole country. Now you're going to get 10 lashings or something. I don't know those laws, so I'm not going to play. So now here you are international and you do this all the time and you're going to take something that is potentially illegal. And we all mad about it. I mean, like,
no, it's
you on another country.
I'm upset that we didn't know that she was in there, but she slipped it by having that on her person, trying to travel out there. Mm-hmm. That was she completely slipped.
My thing is that the fact that we did not know, because normally, like, think about when Lorenzo Ball's brother. I'm just saying things usually get out. Right. And now with the way things are going over there, it's really not safe for her.
That's what I'm saying. In we, you, me, and the regular people, or we as in, because the team knew she was there and everybody else knew she was there. So
and that is the general public. That is
that
the powers that be might have known that she was locked up.
What I'm saying is, though, knowing that we were getting to this point of seeing what Putin was doing and all of that, when they started to say it's not that safe for Americans to be
She's locked up.
When did she get locked up?
Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm saying I'm hoping she gets home because I feel like because of what's going on, it's going to be worse.
No, listen, I'm with you. What I'm saying is when we were saying that no one knew, we're saying that us as the general public didn't know. They're just now letting us know. The powers that be, people that are like those diplomats and those people that we were just speaking about, that you were saying, how does no one know? They may have known. I'm pretty sure, that's what I'm saying. Us, it's just now getting to the media level, to the people that is so much that it's the headline today everywhere. When I turn on my social media, I see 7 Brittney Griner is in Russia stories.
How long has she been locked up?
A month.
They said 3 weeks.
And that's what I'm saying. Okay. I guess when I'm not verbalizing what I'm trying to say is that when it wasn't a war or something going on, we knew when so-and-so was over there misbehaving and, we're trying to get them back home. I would have thought that this would have been like national attention. We got to get her back long before today. Because honestly, when I first heard the news, I thought this just happened.
That may be the reason why we didn't know.
Right.
Just because everything going on and they don't want to ratchet up tension more for people to, what I'm saying? We're at a point right now where a lot of people don't even understand the nature of how this thing is operating over here. And all these people operate off pressure from their constituents and all these different things and make these decisions. Right? So say we know that's going on. That's going to be more pressure to approach the situation different without being diplomatic and working through the back channels and doing the things that we're doing. It may be reasons.
And on top of that, the United States as a whole was not even trying to get involved in any of this because, the world of NATO and stuff and Ukraine nor Russia being the NATO country. So they're like, hey, we're trying to step back and we're not trying to put any more pressure on this powder keg of him doing anything more crazy. So we put this out in the media, but we're going to have millions of people tweeting and screaming, free her, free her, free her, free her, free her. Let's just try to do what we can, make a few phone calls and see if we could just pull her on out and get it done.
It's probably being broadcast now because it's part of the anti-them campaign.
Exactly.
That's been going on now.
It's all political. And that's a whole nother slippery slope down the slide.
That being said, it's all happened because she was running around trying to smuggle hash. A damn vape pen. Get a damn vape pen when you land.
Right, exactly. So, and again, back to responsibility.
A vape pen? Let me make sure I get this off.
Back to responsibility. She wouldn't even be there if she didn't even have the vape pen. And people are gonna be mad that I say that, but it is what it is.
Man,
you gotta take responsibility for your actions.
I'm sorry,
sometimes.
she did it in the wrong place, and I hope to God that she makes it through this safely. That she makes it home. All of that. But
I do too.
Come on, man. A vape pen?
Right.
Some cartridges? Come on, man. That's $80 worth of shit that you could have got at any time. She playing the WNBA.
Right.
She can get to connect the plug wherever she land.
That's so frustrating that you would allow.
Knock that off.
Brittney,
don't do that again.
Yeah,
and never. This is like the only player that like dunks on a regular basis. Like this is a serious player too. This is not like like a little poo-poo player. She's like probably the most exciting player in the whole WNBA.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and her voice is like mine.
I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that with you.
Jesus.
It is, man. She got a deep ass voice. She a baller though. She a baller though. I just wanted to say that Elon Musk said that if Putin tries to throw the International Space Station at us, that we're going to be fine because he would thwart all attempts to destroy Earth with the International Space Station with his Star Wars SpaceX program. We are here at the point where people are threatening Star Wars and space attacks. That's what's going on. I will defend you from the space attack, is what this dude just told this guy.
Well, shout out to Elon
If he tries to
Musk.
shoot us from the Death Star, Luke Skywalker got it.
Man, I am not the father, right? It's like,
I am the father. That's crazy. That's just, crazy thought, man, that we're here. I hope we're not World War III is not upon us.
Right.
Me too.
Oof.
Right. So I want to, before we move on, I just want to give thoughts and prayers to everybody involved in that conflict that probably really doesn't even want to be involved in that conflict.
Amen to that.
And if you are, I pray for you too, just for real, because sorry. All right, let's go. Nike's pulling its kicks from Foot Lockers and Moms and Pops and Foot Action and Athletic Spot or whatever all of those stores. Nike said y'all not selling enough shoes and we can do it ourselves. I think that's interesting. You think the stores will survive now?
Nope. Because
short sale?
Yeah, the big name stores, Nike's their pusher, and I just think that's really sad. You used them all these years. You're already making, I'm sure, at least 400% markup profit off of the things that you're offering to these retail stores. Now you're like, you know what? 400% profit isn't enough. We use the cheap labor overseas, and now we need 700% profit, so we're going to pull back. Like, what?
Weren't they using each other, though?
I mean, at least it was a give and take, and we both eating. Now we're just going to take it all and be a monopoly of our own product, which is fine. It's your product. I can't argue with you.
I mean, it's like, so you guys can't survive without product? It's a whole bunch of shoes in the market.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think pulling Nike is going to, now some of the mom and pops maybe, but like the chains, like the Foot Lockers and stuff.
Well, like she was reading, and I was reading, Nike is about like 60, a little more than 60% of their sales are Nike.
Their mall rent is probably that.
No, they do, but I'm saying, but more than half of their sales are Nike. I don't, that's significant.
Right. And your mall rent is $20,000 a month. And now you got to make up the rest with the other products.
I mean, like you beef up your Adidas and your Skechers. Go sell more Skechers.
And,
I don't know. It's gonna get spooky out there. What Nike is doing is they're gonna start opening their own stores, and they gonna fix that janky ass sneakers app. They said. I don't know. Y'all ever mess with that app? You ever?
Only once, and it said use a store coupon.
Did you
at
get
the Nike store?
Did you get? Oh, really? It didn't let you. So I told you.
No, I mean you just had to. I had never used the app before, other than to go walking.
So you never tried to get like no shoes on there?
No.
Like, oh, you Barb?
I'm not a sneaker person, so.
Oh, okay.
Janky, but I've heard the janky.
And then you got all the people who like spend their time making bots to get their shoes in front of you. You're like, I just wanted the shoes, bro. You guys advertise. You've been advertising these shoes for like 3 months. I just want the shoes. But you got guys who are programming bots
to get the shoes,
to buy the shoes faster than me. Just want to buy the shoes.
Give me the shoes. That's all I want. I'm the consumer.
We'll see if they fix it. We'll see if they fix it. I doubt it. I doubt it. People find a way around it.
Right.
Get a group of super hackers like Ukraine is doing. They hired all the hackers. Everybody that's a hacker, and when they come work for us, come do it.
I was going to say, maybe Elon Musk could get the shoes.
Hey, they like, hey, come hack. Come hack. They trying to, because it's like, it's crazy. I want to keep getting back to that, but it's like, this is like different fronts. It's like information. You got to kind of get your message out. You kind of got to, fight your cyber, stop them from attacking your grids and all that type biz, right? Then you got the level where you got the, they got the stuff like on even the signs, like changing the signs, like, hey, go home, Russia, go home. It's not you, this is why we live. This is go home. It's crazy.
Man, technology is coming to bite you in some aspects now.
You guys, I got a deep question for y'all. You guys think the one-eyed monster is the internet? You ever heard of the tale of the one-eyed?
Yeah. Oh, I never thought of that.
Never heard it. I don't like off the top of my head. I don't
really like Revelations and the
what
one-eyed
the
monster.
One-eyed monster is.
Yeah, I mean it's part of the whole end of times thing.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as when you think of times, you think end of times, that could be like a 50-year period.
Right.
When we think about how long the period of time that could encapsulate, we don't know. We only think of it as far as in our little period of time here, but it could be that could be a whole 100-year period of time that encapsulates. So, but the internet.
That could be. I never thought of it that way.
Got the screen. That could be an eye. The internet. That's an eye. I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's a lot of, before this, people just didn't have, because look, I'm getting moved. And this just came to me right now. You know what I'm saying? Talking. All right. Think about the Adam and Eve story, right? Mm-hmm. The Adam and Eve story was about them being obedient and following, what God was saying, and they had the whole thing, had everything to themselves. I'm sure it was a metaphor of some sort, but eventually they got this apple, ate the apple. Now they knew stuff, right? The tree was the knowledge tree, right? Mm-hmm. Which opened your eyes and gave them information,
right,
that they didn't have. Essentially, that's what the internet is. I mean, you're looking at it crazy, but it gave people didn't have access to this level of information at the palm of their hands. And I don't know if people necessarily everybody needs all this damn information.
Mm-hmm. I agree with a lot of what you said. I just don't agree that that is the one-eyed, monster or the signs of the coming of the end or something. Okay. Because of the internet. But I do agree with you. Don't think that a lot of information people have is really needed. That's something we talk about even when we go through what stories we're going to talk about and all of that and the things that we see trending, and sometimes I'm just like, why is that even a thing? So I will agree with you on that. And I think it's now creating a whole lot of problems that nobody was prepared for,
Mm-hmm.
Like we had like the girl who I think we talked about last week.
We think nobody was prepared for it, but
well, I mean, like things that we don't like. It's actually going further than what the laws and things are. It's not caught up with all that.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, like some of these things were preordained and they're built into the thing. Even so, it seems organic, but it's not organic. Like the systems that are built into the social media, as far as like the like systems and all of the stuff that keeps you there, and just like what I'm saying, it works. How they say they explained it in the Social Network. I don't know if you guys remember that movie.
Yes,
pretty good. You never saw that movie?
No.
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
but it was a good explanation on. It wasn't 100% factual, right? But it was pretty much explaining the origin of Facebook and how it turned into what it turned into at that point. But when they were designing it and designing the like system and all those things, it essentially works something like a dopamine shot. You know what I'm saying? People get that. It doesn't work, of course, for everybody, but a lot of people, they do that post and they see that light and that gives them a bit of validation and it keeps them there.
Right.
And that's what the whole thing is built on. And people think that it's like, I can just put it down, but a lot of that is built on lessons and teachings of the human psyche and how it works. And so you may feel like that, but they're really just working on science and knowing how the brain works and keeping you there. It's more than just you wanting to be there. You know what I'm saying? The addiction is it's built for you to be addicted to it. And, that sort of thing. So that premise. So what I'm saying is it is not all organic. A lot of this stuff is built in for it to be like that and to keep you here. And that is just the latest version of that, because even with websites and stuff they built, I mean, the whole point of Spotify is to fucking keep you on Spotify. So every little bit of information and little bit, it's not about listening to music for them. It's about keeping you on their site, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's not all just, they knew a lot of this stuff was like that because they built it like that.
TikTok got that down pack. Like, I'll be there. Wait, 2 hours in past? Because that algorithm.
TikTok is dope because it's like, it's little stuff on there. TikTok, they'll do something like the video is real short. So you be like, what was that? And you watch it again. Wait, hold up, I didn't catch that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you done watched it 3 times.
Right.
Right? And that's,
That's TikTok for you.
Tricks in the trade, little shit's going on. All right. I want to give a shout out to Nischelle Turner because she is the first Black woman to host Entertainment Tonight.
Get it, girl.
Black Girl Magic shining. And I personally remember Nischelle. She used to be on local news here.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys remember, but she used to be on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Morning news.
Fox, but I know she's been in the game for a minute.
Years ago in the Jillian Barbary days, like back then when the whole news was changing. Because Jillian Barbary made all the news channels go to sexy. Like, it wasn't like that before. Like, all the news girls is on sexy now. Mm-hmm. They used to be, didn't used to be like that.
They used to be in suits.
They used to be in suits. It was a whole different vibe. Jillian Barbary made everybody, they tried to sexify all the damn newscasters, all the weather girls since then. But Nischelle was on that show in that time period. She went on and she progressed and she was doing different things. And she's been on Entertainment Tonight as like one of the co-hosts for a while. Mm-hmm. But now she is like the lead person. And that's dope to see that growth and to have seen her here, and to see her get there. So I just want to shout her out and give her
a
round of applause.
Shining.
She's on Shaq's podcast too with him. Shaq's Big Podcast. Nice. She's on that thing, him and Spice Adams and them. That thing is funny. Rick Ross cut down a bunch of trees, but I don't believe him. And let's see. Just, Oh, Target. Before we get out of here, Target. Target is starting, they pay at $24 an hour.
Man.
Is that everywhere?
I don't know. It should be. And I will say, as a former Target employee,
come on, speak on it.
Damn time.
Speak on it.
Because when I started, I was hitting that minimum wage here. And, a lot of places still don't normally start you at the state minimum wage. So let's just say, I think I started at $7.25.
Whoa.
And that was supposed to be like a big deal. And after working there for about 3 years.
That's like a gallon of gas out here right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the time I left, I think that was about maybe 3 years later, I had to be still making less than 10. So with all that you go through working at Target,
I can only imagine.
They should have been making 24.
Years ago, I was going to take a nighttime, little overnight, little stocking.
You would have been making more than me because the overnight people, they made a little bit.
And I went and I did the little interview. But I ended up doing something else.
Let me tell you, I tried to apply for Target on several occasions. I used to go get like a seasonal job around Christmas. And all my seasonal money was whatever I made was what I would Christmas shop with. However, the strategic plan was I had to work at a store where I could buy things with the employee discount. So I wanted to work at Target. And they turned me down time and time
You're not qualified.
I'm like,
they say you're not qualified. Come up in here and spend your money up in here.
Exactly. Agitated. So
you're overqualified.
Target. Yeah.
Well, I don't like the new Target. I really don't. Target is not the same as
What's
it used
different?
to be. Yeah. Like, the things in Target are so marked up now. Like, if you go in their clothes, like, for instance, their clothing section, right?
I've never bought clothes at Target.
Okay. They actually used to have cute things in there. Now I think because they're trying to be like the high-end Walmart, their stuff really is not that cute, and it's so expensive for not cute stuff. Like, it's just not. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah,
but I still say they need to have been paying $24.
Well, now all the stuff gonna go up if they
I
pay
don't look
$24.
at Target as a food spot or a clothes spot. Like, now that they sell food, I just don't think of Target as a grocery store. I just don't think about grocery store when I think of Target. Right. It's like you said, like high. It's
like
I think Walmart. Walmart Plus.
Yeah,
kind of how I vibe it, right? But $24, that's cool. I'm glad that they're doing stuff because everything else is going up. So pay need to go up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff going up at a rapid pace. I think my gas, I just paid like $5.50 for a gallon of gas.
Me too. It was $93 to fill up my tank.
All right. That's where we at.
I drive a Volkswagen Passat.
That's where we at. All right. So, and food is going up too. Because I paid $66 for like 2 pieces of bread and some cheese.
I'm right there with you. Somebody grandma gonna be like, I remember when bread was $3.25 a loaf. Not anymore, man.
Oh man.
Please take me back to them days.
Hectic. It's hectic right now.
It is. All around.
Oh, I got some popsicles. So it was popsicles, 2 pieces of bread, and some cheese. Yeah.
Man, let me just tell you, I put the bacon back. I say, excuse me.
Oh, there's no way I would even be picking up bacon.
$12?
Yeah, when I saw that, and I'm not even a bacon eater, but I looked and I was like, you know how I'm not a bacon eater, but every once in a while, you know, you go to cook something, you like, I think some bacon would be, you know, dope on that burger tonight or whatever.
Damn, Skippy.
It was like, when I seen that butter. Price,
it make everything better.
Shit, not for $12.
$12. I'm not doing it. I just nope. I can buy the whole pig. I haven't bought
no bacon, so I didn't know it was $12. So
it's $12.
Pardon my shock.
Yeah.
Pardon my shock.
And I'm not even talking about like, okay, you know, you got the Farmer John Hormel and no. Wait, what brand is that? Huh?
The regular grocery
special label.
I'm gonna have to go to the butcher and get the bacon with the rind on it. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I'm glad I don't eat bacon, so I'm not missing nothing with
I'm gonna do that.
Prices.
I'm
gonna do that for Sunday breakfast. Bacon with the rind on it.
Woo.
Thick.
Baller. If you got bacon, y'all, just know you got a target on your back. People gonna try to rob you. Like, oh, they was able to buy bacon. They got dough.
Man, I'm a do some pork belly and really floss on them. Big thick ass chunk of bacon. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. Say you want this, don't you?
Whatever.
Are you ready to go? Let's go. It's late. Y'all in this shit.
Whatever.
I was holding my yacht. I was trying to release.
Y'all in this shit.
I yawn on a regular day. Because Saturdays is like, you know, I didn't have to work. Yeah, so whenever I'm sitting and just chilling for too long, it's an instant thing. Because then I'll be up all night.
Well, I'm going to spin the mic around. You guys can talk to them. Tell people where they can get in touch with you. And then I'm going to spin it back to me. I'm going to tell them the same thing. And then we're going to get out this thing and continue with our evening. That's cool with y'all? That's cool. All right. Spin task.
You can reach me at Mocha Vibes. That's VYBEZ on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, there is a _ between Mocha and Vibes.
And vacation.
Hey. Okay, so it's Novels by B on IG, TikTok, and Twitch. Agent 99 time on Twitter, and you can follow me on YouTube, Only Barb.
And once again, if you want to check out our YouTube, make sure that you check it out. You go and subscribe, like it, it helps the algorithm, helps us grow together. Feel me? Yes, we're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker, etc. All right, and if you want to reach me, very easy change the feed on all social media platforms. It's the same thing. Yay, and we gotta go. So we about to go.
Check out time.
I want to give a shout out to Shani Love. I want to give a shout out to Whatever, and a shout out to Nikki Savage. Rest in peace, Coach.